I want to see thousands of people in every district. We've got 435 congressional districts in the United States. I want to see at least 1,000 people in every district work with us here in this group, with the icaucus group. That's the one that I'm promoting. They're nationwide. They are the group that got Jason elected. Now I want you to start asking yourselves the question, therefore what? We came to a tea party. We came to a rally. Therefore what? What are you going to do tomorrow? What are you going to do next week? What are you going to do next month? What I suggest is that you get fired up. You keep this momentum going. You keep the feeling that we're getting raked over the coals, that they're ignoring us. Well, they can ignore our phone calls, and they have been. But you get them here, you look them straight in the eye, and you tell them what you expect out of them, maybe they'll start to remember that they work for us, not that we work for them. So if you go to the website, icaucus, CAUCUS.org, not .com, icaucus.org, I got plenty of brochures. They sent it down here. We're trying to keep FedEx and all of the other carriers in business by distributing this information. If you'll come over and get one of those brochures from me, it'll tell you where to go and a high overview of how they did it. And it's a very, very simple thing. I'd like every one of you that's close enough, turn around to your neighbor and say howdy. Howdy. Now, you know what you call that? Networking. Can you do that? Can you turn to the person next to you and say howdy? Can you meet somebody in a grocery store somewhere and say hi? Tell them what your name is. Now, for all of the kids, and some of them I see out here, my goodness, they're just barely able to get up that hill, but they probably know more about computers than most of us. Talk to your kids, talk to your neighbors if you don't have kids. Find a kid in the neighborhood and ask him about Facebook. Ask him about Twitter. Now, I hear twittering going on behind me. That's not what I'm talking about, okay? Boy, they're everywhere. They really messed up my car. But you can use Twitter, you can use Facebook, you can use the older one, MySpace. You can use, if you're a professional, LinkedIn. You can just pick up the phone. What a concept. Call your friends, call your neighbors. Tell them what you saw here today. Tell them some of the things that you've heard. If you've gone by and picked up some literature, pick up some of the email addresses, pick up some of the organizational sites. Go to those sites. Now, I belong to, and if you come up there, I'll tell you all of the groups that I belong to, a bunch. But they all have one thing in common, and Glenn Beck started it for us. If you come up and you look at my t-shirt, the 912 Project has a list of 9 principles and 12 values. And I believe that 100% of the folks here today would at least agree to 70 or 80 or maybe even 100% of those principles and values. And that's what it's all about. Every one of the groups I belong to has core values, has core principles that we believe in, and that's what we're looking for. I honestly don't know of any incumbent that can stand up to 20,000 fired up Texans. And if we talk to all of our friends and share our emotion with them, then they can become Texans. Then they can come to Texas when they die. Now, anybody here know acorn? Not the tree. Is Acorn united? Is Acorn united to do anything that we care about? You know how Acorn is united to do? To get people out to vote. Now they do it some ways that we might believe in and some ways that we may not believe in. But what they get the people out to vote for is more people in Washington, more incumbents in Washington that will give them our money. We're the ones that go to work every day. We're the ones that earn the money that they take the taxes out of, that they give to Acorn to spread their message. So we're going to have to work a little bit smarter, use all of the tools that you know that are out there. Like I say, talk to some kids, they'll tell you how to do it. We're going to have to work smarter and longer and harder. Doesn't take a lot of money to beat an incumbent. It takes a lot of fired up Texans wherever they live. Maybe some more of them will come down here. There you go. Final point, I promise. We're in this together. We're not in it just for the Conroe group. We're not in it just for the Houston group. We're not in it just for icaucus. We're in it for America. That's what we're in it for. We're in it to take back Congress. The icaucus, and I hope your objectives, would be to find the right people to put into Congress that will allow us to get back to core values, get back to the Constitution, get back to putting God back into the marketplace. Can we do it? God bless us all. God bless Texas, and God bless America.